Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We're super excited to bring you this call just in time for Team Cup so you all can collect some points. Our mission with New Wave Mastermind is just to give our best stuff for free. We're not bound by team chains. We're willing to share our best stuff with anyone and everyone. And we've been so grateful to see that many of you are willing to do the same thing in our community group. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Today we have a killer lineup for you. We have Dawn coming up, who shares my brain, and we have Brand Man Annie, and then Yuriko is going to tell you how to make it rain Success Club points. So stay tuned all the way, because at the very end we have killer free stuff going to come your way. So for starters, for those of you who don't know, I'm Christine. I'm from Colorado. I live in Wyoming now. I am a diamond coach. I'm also certified in some live formats from Beachbody, and I'm really excited to talk to you about Success Club points. For those of you who might be brand new, or maybe you're just tuning in and you're not even a coach, I'm going to tell you what Success Club points are. They're given to someone who commits to themselves and their health by ordering a product through Beachbody through you as a coach. Not just any product. Here's how they're earned. You get 1 Success Club point for a Shakeology home direct or a Performance Line home direct. Any home direct that's 90 PV, that's 1 point. The next way, the most common way, is a challenge pack. And that's when you can pair up Shakeology and a program. And now, thanks to the Performance Line, you can also pair up Performance Line with a program. So you guys, the possibilities are endless. So that's how you can earn Success Club points. But for me, the way I see them is as a life. Each Success Club point is a person, each set of points. I'm not really motivated by numbers. I know a lot of people are. I'm motivated by people, and that's why I see that. Each set of points unleashes the power of one person. Each person you help has the potential to do something amazing, not only with their own personal transformation, but potentially paying it forward and helping someone else with their transformation. And you never know who that diamond coach will be. That's why the power of one is so amazing. So I want you guys to always keep fighting for that one life. Keep looking for someone to say yes, even if you get 100 no's. Go for 100 no's. Even if you've met Success Club 10, let's say that's your goal for the month, and you're like, okay, I'm going to hold out for the next month. Why would you do that? Don't stop talking to people. If you stop when you reach your goals, you could be skipping over that really special person, and you could be robbing them of the opportunity to pay it forward and have an amazing transformation. The 1 month that I actually had my highest Success Club points was well after my warm market was gone. I'd been a coach for over a year, and that's when a lot of people die out. Their warm market's gone, they're done, and they quit. Don't do that. Why would you do that? Go out and meet new people. There are plenty of people out there that need your help. Obesity is not a dying trend. People need you. The other thing I did besides go out and talk to new people and make new friends, get in new groups, was I revisited old no's. People that had turned me down, even in the beginning, people that I needed to follow up with, I checked in with them again, because a lot of times a no really means not right now, or maybe you didn't show me enough. And that's when I started getting more yeses. The other thing I want to talk about is priming your month. And I love this. Yuriko talks about this a lot. I had spent a lot of time the month before really talking to people. Remember, if you want to have a successful month, you have to take time before to build this current month. Many coaches break their month into 2 parts. The first part of the month, they fill challenge groups. And then the second part of the month, they start forming and building relationships from their list for the next month. So then the next month, they can fill challenge groups, and then they can do it again. And then it's this beautiful cyclical thing. So that's my thing. Like, I really just want to reiterate that each set of Success Club points is one life, and the power of one can be huge, even if you guys don't make your goal. Let's say you just hit Success Club 2 and you're like throwing a temper tantrum. Why would you do that? That's one person. That is one amazing thing that you have done to help them. And they might be your diamond coach. They might be someone who's going to tell a story that lasts on that you can't even see, a ripple that goes beyond your view. So I just want you guys to always stay positive, because that's what we do. We're in the business of positive. Before I pass it over to Dawn, I want to ask you guys really quick, have any of you rank advanced this month? Anyone? Month isn't over? No? Well, I mean, it's okay if you didn't.
Some of you. Nice.
Yeah. Woohoo! Well, congratulations. So I saw waiting for Cup. You got a brain like Andy.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Welcome to Diamond. Look at you guys. This is awesome. Awesome. Well, I am very excited to announce, as I hand it over, that Dawn rank advanced into Diamond, and she is now a Diamond coach. So everyone, hands clap for Dawn. Woo! And
nice job, Dawn.
Take it away, pretty girl.
Okay, thank you guys so much. One of the coolest parts about rank advancing is with this mission, this new wave, I said I was going to be the guinea pig. I'm going to be the test subject. So again, like, my goal through all of this is whatever we say to do, like, I'm going to do. And so it's nice to see when it actually works. But I didn't do it on purpose. I made it after the cutoff. So for Team Cup, I still get to work with Yuriko. So guys, if you don't have a Team Cup team and you're ready to kill it, we're going to give you some information because we're still looking. But anyway, that aside, we're talking Success Club points. And I ended up, so there really aren't like secrets. Yuriko's going to give us like amazing tips. Andy's going to talk about what drives him. Like, in all honesty, guys, there aren't secrets on how to get Success Club points. Basically, you have to do the work. And so, like, we were thinking about it and we were talking about it. And the other night, like, Andy was just talking about, you know, when he does a program. And guys, I want you to think, like, when you've had challengers buy a challenge pack, or maybe you've done it before, you know, they get the challenge pack and you're all excited and you've got your group going, and like, you have that friend or family member that comes to you and they're like, you know, this just isn't working. Like, I'm not getting any results. Like, how many of you, I'm going to check the chat, how many of you have had that happen where they're like, oh, no, nope, this is not working? Anybody? Yeah, totally, right? And then so when you sit there and you talk to them, like, why is it not working? Because they're not doing it the way they're supposed to. Like, and like, I beat my head against the wall. I'm like, guys, they tell you what to do. They tell you when to do it. They tell you how to do it. Like, they idiot proof it. I know that's not a nice thing to say. Like, my niece tells me idiot's a bad word, whatever. But like, they make it as easy as possible. So guys, like, it's the same thing with Success Club points. Like, so with a program, what do we have to do? We've got to drink our Shakeology. We've got to follow our nutrition, and we've got to do the program. Uh-oh, is that like three vital behaviors, guys? Like, it's not enough to just be a product of the product and to do our personal development. Like, guys, I'm willing to bet that most of you are crushing product of the product and you're crushing personal development. And where is everybody falling short? Invite. And guys, if we're not doing all three of those things, we're not going to get Success Club points. Now, Yuriko's going to talk about like her big crazy numbers. And it's funny because when she talks about them, and, you know, Christine and I, because we share a brain, we get scared. Like, she's like, guys, like, we're totally going to max out 35 points for Team Cup. And I'm like, dude, that's a lot of points. Like, how many of you guys think 35 points is a lot? Like, I'm looking at the chat. Yep. Yeah, no joke, right? And Yuriko's like, why is that a lot? Like, that's 17, 18 people. Like, you can't affect 17 or 18 people? Okay, how many of you still thinks that 17 or 18 people is like a ton, right? Okay, now I want you guys to think for just a second. Like, go back and really look at your month. Yuriko gets 17 people to purchase a challenge pack, 18 people, some months 20 and 25 people. Guys, how many of you have legitimately invited 17 people to buy a challenge pack? Like, actually talked to 17 people. Like, not that they all bought it. I mean, I see a lot of no's. You guys don't suck if you didn't. I thought I saw somebody said they suck. But guys, like, and I was looking at my month and I'm like, okay, and I'm not talking about doing like, I mean, it's so easy. I say it's so easy. For some people, it's not. But for a lot of people, they just put a post out there and says, I'm doing a challenge group. And then you get like a bunch of likes. So you're like, oh, I invited 35 people. No. Inviting is actually talking to them and trying to make the sale and trying to get them to actually purchase the challenge pack. So guys, that's my big advice. The months that I strived and I had a great streak going and I was super proud of myself and I was like, thought I was the bomb. I was in like 3 of Gym Reps trainings in a row, not because I got kicked out, but just because I took every single one of them. How many Gym Rep training people are in here? Check in. Jim Rupp's the man. Anybody? Yes, jimsthebomb.com. So check it out. The reason that I was successful is because Jim said, today, go invite 5 people. So that day I got up and I invited 5 people. The next day he says, invite 5 new people, but follow up with 5 old people. I'm like, okay. Guys, the months that I actually did what I was told to do, I literally had 9 months of Success Club 10 in a row. And then I got cocky, I got complacent, I started finding other things to do, and I stopped doing what got me where I was. So guys, that's the thing that I just want you to really think about. Take the tips that Yuriko is going to talk about, take the motivation Andy's going to share, but do something with it. Christine and I, like we've mentioned a million times, we share a brain, guys. And so we've been talking about this a lot. And I tell her, sometimes I read in our community, you guys are going to hear more if you're not already in our Facebook community, how to get in. But as we go through the community, I'm like, everybody's asking these questions, but, they're doing this research and they're sharing this great stuff, but they're not doing anything with it. And we're just as guilty, guys. I'm just as guilty. And so we're like, how can we help people and help our businesses at the same time? So you need to stay on the line till the end of this call, because we've cooked up something special. We've cooked up something great. It has to do with these 100 no's. Christine is very punny. Not sure if you caught it. And if you guys were in the Facebook community, we talked about the book Go for No. And we're going to talk a little bit more about it later, but you got to stay on this call live, because we want you guys to not just explode this February. I mean, Yuriko and our team is definitely going to explode. But beyond that, we want this to be something that's going to carry you forward going on to March, April, and your career to just take off. We want you guys to be successful and do awesome. So with that, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, no, totally not, because I can't read my writing. So I'm going to throw it over to Andy, and he's going to just talk to you about some of his killer drive and what brings all of this together for him. So guys, thank you so much, and I can't wait to come back on to talk about free stuff later. All right.
Yes, Dawn's just been killing it. She's been going diamond. I love Dawn, what she brings to this mastermind group. She really does make us all better. So again, high five to Dawn for going diamond. And that's a win for her, but I really feel it's a win for this whole team and this win for this whole new wave idea. I just love that. And so what I want to talk about is, you guys came here for the easy button. You're hoping Success Club points are just going to start, we're going to give you this magical light bulb stuff and you're super excited to implement it. Maybe Yuriko's really good. I've heard her, what she's going to share. She's got some ninja stuff too. Maybe you're hoping that you'll watch this webinar and then you'll log into your office after it's done, and there'll be 4 hidden Success Club points that were just put there because you showed up here tonight. And it's not quite that easy. It's almost that easy. You can't wait till you see what Yuriko has to offer. She does have that easy button. What I want to talk about is what motivates you, because it's one thing. Dawn's right. You guys all know that Dawn's right. You all know that you should just do it. It's just doing it. But if you're not motivated to do it, you don't get the results. That's the difference between the good coaches and the coaches who fall off. Is the good coaches, they do it, but they don't stop. They don't fall off. They don't have the bad months. They're consistently do it. So I want to talk about how you can tap into your motivation language. A lot of people talk about what their love language is. That's kind of a thing that's there. But if I can get you dialed into what motivates you, and then even more ninja, if I can get you to dial your team into what motivates them, we're going to make it rain Success Club points. So I am motivated by competition. And what I need to do is raise the stakes, y'all. I have to put something on the line. That's how I met Dawn. We were in that Jim Rum's training, the one that she hasn't got kicked out of. We both were put in there, and I said, you guys, I had Christine. All right, when Christine and I team up, we do amazing things, y'all. Things happen, amazing, big, awesome things. I'm I got Christine in this training. She's my Success Club partner. We're going to crush it. I need to raise the stakes. So day one in this training, I was there's going to be nobody that's going to outwork us. Nobody's going to outperform us. I'm going to crush this training. And people might have looked at me Andy, you're just a cocky guy, whatever. But I needed to do that for me, because I needed to put something on in the internet that's saying, hey, I put that out there. I needed to do it. And so I couldn't let myself down, right? I had to raise the stakes. So if that's something for you, call your shot, put it out there, compete with yourself, compete with other people. And Dawn was the only one that said, you know what, Andy, I'll take you up on that. I'll try to take you down. Let's all get better. And because of that, we became really good friends. Obviously that, we joined up in this mastermind. But one thing else that helped us in that group, we were both earning for that Success Club party at Summit, right? Like 25. And so that's a carrot, right? That's another motivational tactic. And Beachbody loves to give us carrots, right? Like, hey, hit Success Club 5 and you'll get a Sagi bobblehead doll. And you can be like, cool, Beachbody, thank you. And you get your Sagi bobblehead. You're like, Sagi, was I a good coach last month? And he's like, yes, you were, right? And you're like bobbling your head. You're like, oh, yay, Success Club 5, right? And so the problem with carrots is like people like, oh, I get to my carrot. Oh, I got my carrot. And then I stop, right? Or I get to 10. Oh, I got my Success Club leads. Ooh, I'm awesome. But like if you're motivated by those carrots, like you got to freaking make a big giant carrot and set it out there and go get that big carrot, right? Like go get diamond, go get star diamond, like go get beyond 10. You got to like, and if that's your coach, they need that. You need to set a carrot in front of them that's not just Success Club 5, that's not just Success Club 10. Like put something in front of them because you know they're going to go get it. You just need to do that. And the third thing, you guys, for motivation is desperation. I live in Colorado. Like we fly out of Denver a lot. I was in a plane waiting, and I'm like, why isn't this plane taking off? And we're waiting for some layover people. And there must have been like people got in late. And the people, when they finally showed up, you could see like they were, I'm trying to put this nice, y'all, but they needed a Beachbody coach. Okay. They needed Shakeology. Maybe it's been like 30 years since they've exercised, right? They needed somebody like you on this call, somebody like me to help them. Those people haven't ran in 35 years, I'm guessing, but they ran today because they did not want to miss that plane. They were motivated, y'all, right? They were super motivated. They were desperate to get there because they might have missed something super important. You guys, when I became a coach, I didn't have the money to become a coach. I pride myself on providing for my family. I'm a farmer. I work very hard. I work a lot of hours, and it wasn't enough for this. And I spent money that I didn't have to become a coach. And I saw the opportunity. You guys know me. I like to strategize. I also spent money that I didn't have to make my wife a coach. Because I saw that, having two pockets double dipped, but I found a way. I was motivated by the fear of failure. I was motivated by the fear of shame, because if I didn't follow through, if I didn't make that money back, my wife's going to be like, hey, you know what, you took that shot and you let us down. Like we needed that, right? We needed that money for that challenge pack. And, I had to make that money back. So I went Emerald in 2 days from becoming a coach. I made my wife Emerald. The very next day, we both went Emerald on our first, Beachbody turnover week, because I had to have it, y'all. So if you need $300 to turn on the heat, like you're going to make $300, right? Like it doesn't, like, that just to do it, get Success Club. But if you're motivated because you're desperate, like if you can tap into that, that's some powerful motivation right there, y'all. Another thing is the support system. This whole group is just a testimony of what an amazing support system can do. You guys, if you can find people like you, like iron sharpens iron, oh man, it's like this mastermind has made us so much better. Like we've all become super close friends. We share some deep stuff. I want to talk about Christine, something she shared. She's like, you guys, we're talking about Success Club, and Yuriko and me, like we want to do it. We want to win. I want to beat her. She wants to beat me. But Christine's not wired like that, y'all. Christine says, if you tell me to go out and hit Success Club, I'm not going to do it. But if you're part of a team, I don't want to let you down. I'm going to hit Success Club, or I'm going to hit Success Club 35 because I don't want to let you down. There's some people on this call right now that they would rather go diamond because they want to be part of an elite team or a premier team. And it's not that they want to go diamond, it's they want to help their mentor, their star diamond, their coach that they look up to and respect. So maybe that's you. Is that like you? Anybody? Like you just want to help somebody, you want to be part of a team. If that's what motivates you, God, you need to connect to something, right? So people like Yuriko, like, man, you need to go diamond for you, man. And so something like that. But there's some people that they need to be a part of something. They want to feel like they don't want to let you down. right? So if that's you, connect with something, tap into that motivation, tap into that team aspect. You guys can all form a mastermind. There's nothing special about us. We're 4 coaches that found each other. You know, we found a support system. That's a great motivation for all us. And then one more thing, or 2 more things. I'm not supposed to talk about this. I don't know. This is not stuff they write in books and stuff, but you got to get yourself a hater. And maybe you don't need to get yourself a hater. Like, you're probably a better person than me, but like, I totally need haters to do good. And like, people, like, I put myself out there, right? And I like look for like, oh, who's going to doubt me? Who's going to think I can't do it? Maybe your spouse is a hater, right? They don't want you to work this business. Maybe you did it and you're like, oh, you're doing that thing. Like, you're like, hey, I need this, you know, to keep myself accountable. But they're like bringing you down, right? Like, you have these big dreams, big goals, and they're bringing you down. Like, you know what? I'm going to be outwardly nice to you, but like when I go to bed at night, I'm going to think about, man, I do not want to make them right. Like, I don't want to have them be like, yeah, I told you so. So I'm like, I told you so, right? I need to rise above it. I need to rise above my haters. So, and Yuriko, she'll even make fun of me. Like, Andy, you're being a little bit oversensitive. I'm like, I need a hater. I need something to, you know, somebody to prove wrong. Last thing before I go is you got to put your money and your time where your goals are, y'all. You know, I started doing video, and I bought a ring light, right? Like, I'm doing video, like, oh, that's what the good people did. Like, it wasn't cheap. The ring light wasn't cheap. But you know what? Now I do more video. Now I can do training and stuff. Like, I don't have to have my wife hold the thing, because the cool ring light like holds my phone and stuff. You know, you guys are investing your time in this training, right? Like, you guys could be doing a lot of things tonight. You came here. Like, we appreciate you. You guys came to hear Yuriko blow your mind. Like, Yuriko to show you her easy button. She's gonna do that. You guys are investing. I can't wait to turn it over to her. That's what you guys came for. But you guys, I put the thing on the first thing. You guys know how I'm motivated. I gotta call my shot, y'all. I gotta call your shot. Today's January 26th. January 26th. We got Team Cup next month. I'm dreaming big. I'm calling my shot. I'm not gonna just do well. I'm not hitting tooth here. I'm like in it to win it. Like, this whole mission, this New Wave community, y'all, like, some of the best coaches from all of Beachbody have found this idea. All of you guys right here have found this. Like, in the community and people in the chat, like, I know that, like, there's Emerald coaches that we're watching. Like, I know you guys are the next 15-star diamond. Like, I know that you guys are, and like, I feel like I'm passionate. Like, I found you before everybody else. And 5 of us, we're gonna take on the world, and at least for 1 month, we're gonna be the best team in all of Beachbody. And I would love for New Wave people to just take over that top 10, to take over that leaderboard. So I know Yuriko and Don are using this. They're going to recruit a team. They're going to try to beat us. I love that. I'm going to go head to head. You know, Don and I, we like to compete. Yuriko, I still haven't ever beat Yuriko, so that would be a great thing. You know, I'm coming for those top coaches too, you know, because I can hang. I got some big dreams. It's one thing for this to be an awesome idea. It's another thing for it to, like, you know what, to believe in it so much that I know this is going to get results. You guys came here, this whole thing. Together as a New Wave community, we can do some amazing things. But anyway, I'm calling my shot. I'm going Babe Ruth. I'm going to call that home run right now, January 26th. My team and I, we're gonna win the Team Cup, y'all. So go get your Success Club points. Find your motivation. That's my motivational language. I can't wait to you guys to turn you over to Yuriko, because she's got some ninja stuff. I'm not going to give it all away, but it's really good. It's really good. Check your offices when you're done, because there might just be some Success Club points that just show up. But all right, you guys. Thank you.
Awesome job, Andy. Wasn't he awesome, you guys? Oh my gosh. I am so lucky I met that guy, because if I had not just happened to be in his same time in training, I would not be here talking to y'all. So love the way he works. Love the way this community is all about helping one another just do amazing things. So guys, I am so honored and humbled to be talking to you guys tonight. We love you guys. We love the New Wave community. You guys are totally our people, because who else is on a call about how to get more Success Club points than people that want to actively work this business? People that are just like you and me, who really are out there to help as many people as they possibly can. So I think we mentioned it before, but like, you know, a big part of the reason why we're doing this is for Team Cup. So who out there is already on a Team Cup team? think some of you guys already told us, but okay, tons, right? Just blowing up the chat. So that is so, so awesome. So as we've said before, we are looking, Donna and I are looking for team members, but because we were looking, we posted about it in the New Wave community. And if you're not already in the New Wave community, I'm so excited for you to get in there after this call because it is thebomb.com. It is so awesome. It is a community of coaches that are active and that believe in abundance and that are all about sharing their best tips and tricks, just like we do with everyone else. So I posted in there. I did it Emily Robidoux style. She is awesome. If you have not listened to her NWC from July, go listen to that. She's going to give you amazing tips. But I just did it just like that in there. And I was like, everyone in here, post what your goal is, you know, for next month, for February. Just so, because I know that not just me needed to find another team, like other people needed to find a team too, right? So people can match up based upon, you know, wanting similar goals. And this is, again, that community of amazing people. And how many people do you think were in there posting, dude, I can get 35 cut points? No one. Dudes, I was floored and a little bit saddened. And I was like, hey, no. This is New Wave. These are the great coaches. These are the amazing coaches. Okay, first Success Club tip. You have got to change your limiting beliefs if you ever want to knock this business out of the park. If you are on this call, it is because you want to do more. So if that is why you're here, change your beliefs. Who was it that told us 3 weeks ago? Melanie Mitro, our top coach, told us that you have got to believe in your own greatness. Come on, guys. Like, you're in this, yes, to help other people. You've got to believe in your greatness, right? People are going to look up to you. So believe in yourself. You know, you've got to change those beliefs. And I can tell you this right now. Believe me, I don't want you to get off this call, but nothing that I can tell you on this call, no matter how many tips I give you, none of it is going to make a difference if you don't believe in yourself. Okay, that comes first and foremost. That's the number one tip. Okay, so if you are Ruby and below, Dawn and I want you, if you are ready to rock this thing and knock it out of the park. If you've got a strategy, post it in that New Wave community and we will find you. Find us, friend us on Facebook. We are going to do this. And I'm so sorry, Andy and his team, but we are taking them down. Okay, so just come on and let's do this. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to coach you. I will do this every step of the way with you and I will get you there. Okay, anyways, next up. So how do you go? So this was me, right? Total 100% discount coach. How many people in here started as a discount coach? Okay, I just saw someone say that they're on a team, but they want to learn from me. I will help you too, because you will see the really super cool free stuff that we have coming up later. But anyways, how many people started? So many people, right? That was me too, 100% discount coach, 100%. So how did that happen, right? How does someone go from zero, the month they signed up, I signed up in April, 0 to well over 200 in when they decide to be an active coach, right? Like, how does that happen? Well, I'm going to tell you. And first of all, the main thing I want you guys to know about me is there is nothing special about this girl. Nothing special at all. But I do believe in myself. So that maybe is special. So, okay, you got to do that too. Okay, so anyways, but like a lot of you guys, like how many found Beachbody because you were in an awesome challenge group? Right? Did some people find, like, I was in a great challenge group. Great. Awesome. I loved it. I was an active participant, totally supporting other people, you know, in my group, you know, all of that, just like you guys probably. So my coach would ask me, he was like, you would make a great coach. You're already doing what a coach does, you know? But I think it's because I'm from the Silicon Valley and I was just so stuck in that rat race mentality that I couldn't get there. You know, I was like, I don't understand what he does. He spends so much time and effort on us. He's got a family. He's got a full-time job. Like, how does he do that? And how does that payback make it worth it? Right? I could not wrap my head around it. But I will tell you one thing. Like, how many other people out there have yo-yoed before? Like, yo-yoed in their weight up and down? Well, I had done that before. And I was like, I'm staying in these challenge groups for 2 years. That was my maintenance plan. I was like, I'm just staying in. I decided that before I even got in the challenge group. I was like, I need this, you know? So anyways, so I had made a good friend in the group, which often happens. And she was a discount coach. And she was like, well, why don't you just sign up under me and make her Emerald? And I get my Shakeology at a discount. I was like, all right, I'll do that. I wasn't even home. I was like, okay, cool. I'll do that. So I signed up. as this discount coach, right? But I'll tell you, so first of all, so if you're out there and if you want to create this amazing team, don't let that happen to you, right? Don't let that happen to you. If you have someone who is super active and, in your group and all that, just sign them up. Don't, just let someone else go to Emerald for it. And I'm not saying that it's not great for people on your team to go Emerald, but if you did the work getting that coach, like really that should be your coach, in my opinion. But anyways, but I'll tell you some really super smart things that my coach did. So even though I was just a discount coach, he put me in that coach group, that he had. And it was a small group, you guys. There was like 18 people or something in it. It was big to me, but I didn't know any better. And also what he did was, so I was put in that group. And so first in that month, I started to see people announced as coaches. And then I started seeing them being recognized, people that were my fellow challengers being recognized for hitting Success Club 5. And it wasn't just like one of those lists that you see, like all these people made Success Club 5, all these people made Success Club 10. No, I'm talking full on like picture, saying they helped these people, recognize them, giving them a shout out. And I don't know about you, but a lot of times I think that, by the time people become adults, they're not recognized all that often in their life. And so when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's cool. And I knew all of them, right? Because my challenge group was thebomb.com. If you didn't listen to our first call, listen to it, because every single person in my group became a coach, discount or regular. And so anyways, these people are starting to hit that. I even saw some people announce a success starter. And that just started the juices turning, right? And I'm also clearly a competitive person. So that started the juices, turning for me. So, okay, here comes the next month. Okay, here come the points. They're just starting now. So how did I get my first 2 points? Not dramatic, you guys. I bought them. My husband, actually had my husband buy them under me. Why? Because the program that I wanted, I was starting to learn about Beachbody, and a program that I wanted went on sale. So all I did, really simple. Remember, I'm a discount coach at this point. I did the math. How much did it cost for me to buy these things with my coach discount? How much would it cost if my husband bought them with a discount? And it was cheaper. I didn't even calculate the commission because I was such a discount coach. I didn't even think of that. And let me tell you, I would say about half of my points, so this is your tip number 2, half of my points come from things that are on sale, because people it's my pet peeve in life to buy anything for more than it costs, okay? It's my pet peeve in life. I hate it. So how much do you think that your people are going to really appreciate it if you are trying to help them save money? If you are trying to give them that best value, they are going to appreciate it too, just like you would, So I'll tell you, when I first started in that month, I had people, but again, still discount coach, that wanted to join me. And I was like, you have to wait. You have to wait, because the program you want, it might go on sale next month. Do you think they appreciated that? They did, because I was looking out for their best interest. And because that's my personal pet peeve, I wasn't going to burn someone, with that. So, okay, so that's my first 2 points. Not great. My first check from Beachbody was really like refunding my own money. But anyways, okay, then the next 4 points. Next, how does it come? Next tip. I was just walking around, y'all. I was being product of the product without even knowing it. So you know how they say in your first 4 weeks, of being in a challenge group, my challenge group lasted 12 weeks, you notice, and then 8 weeks after, your friends start to notice? Well, guess who was the first couple people who noticed? Were my good friends. A couple of my good friends were like, I want that, right? How many is that why you started? Because your friends noticed your transformation. Right? So, okay, so fine. So a couple of my friends, noticed I was a discount coach. I wasn't running a challenge group, but I was like, all right, you guys can be in the next challenge group. But guess what? They had to sign up that day. And why? Because my coach had a deadline. He had a deadline for the next group. So that is my next tip. You need to have deadlines. You need to have deadlines to create that sense of urgency, for the next group. If I hadn't told those people the deadline is today, they wouldn't have signed up that day, but they did, because I had that deadline. So now I'm at Success Club 5. I'm like, that was super easy. I just had my coach's deadline and I bought some things myself, and then all of a sudden, a little bit of success. When you give your coaches just that little bit of success, the wheels start turning more, right? So what I do, I went and listened to my first national wake-up call, which was with Stephanie Davies. And let me tell you, that coach rocks the Casbah. Like, she's amazing. I'm such a fan of hers. But anyways, and I started to listen, and I was so blown away by like 18 months in the business, and she was on this national wake-up call, and I was like, she's amazing, you know? And then so what I do, I started to regret things. I was like, man, I made that Success Club 5, and I wish that they were giving up that cool Beachbodyopoly prize, you know? That would have been so nice to have. Like, that was the April prize. So I was like, oh, shucks. Like, I really wish I had gotten that. And then that's when I started to kind of clue into my coach group. And it just so happened that they were giving away a free Beachbodyopoly prize for the first person in the group to hit Success Club 10. I'm like, oh, it's on. I'm getting this. There was another girl in there who was also at 6. I'm like, I'm getting these points today. I didn't even have a date for a challenge group set. I had 2 friends though, one from work and one, who was kind of more of a distant friend. I was at a tennis match and she had seen me and we had talked. And I knew that they wanted to do it. So I was just like, call them today. And then I was like, hey guys, I'm trying to win this prize and I know you want to do this. So will you guys help me and do this? And they're like, yeah, sure. People want to help you, but you've got to be willing to ask them for the help. Yeah. Signed up those people that day, got the Beachbodyopoly. I was psyched. And then, well on my way. So going back to like maybe one of the reasons why, like when Andy said like what motivates you, clearly I'm motivated by everything. I was motivated by prizes, recognition, and competition. So think about that. Think about that for your team. Like, how can you incorporate those things into what you guys are doing, right? So now I've hit Success Club 10. And all of a sudden, I'm listening to more of these calls, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm all in this business. I was listening to Anita Myra and be like, all you have to do is, like, your niche or people just like you, and all you have to do is share your story. I'm like, I can do that, right? So, like, all of a sudden, I'm so excited. Okay, so now, here we go. I am so excited. Now, this is my big tip. And actually, Christine kind of already shared it with you, but this is my big tip for how to have those super huge months. And that is priming your month. And I totally fell on this by accident. So what happened was, another great thing that my coach did, he's like a super smart, great, amazing coach, clearly. He said to me, okay, you say you want all in. I'm going to challenge you. Pick a good person to challenge. And he said, I want you to do a coming out post. Well, again, if you haven't listened to our first call, do that, because in there I described how my challenge group worked. And in there, he had us do a lot of videos. We had to do videos every week. So I'm like, cool. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a coming out video. It's going to rock. It's going to be awesome. And let me tell you, was I like so super pumped and I did it that moment? No, I didn't. I was scared. Why did I do it that day? Because I got curls, and curls give me power. And those curls were going to, it was the last day. They were like 3 days old, and I was going to have to wash them out. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to do this video really quick while I've got the curls. And then I had to go to a tennis match to captain it. So I was like, okay. So I did the video. And what else did I do in the video? And just so you guys know, I forgot to mention this before, but all my notes, you guys are going to get all my tips, and also you're going to get some links to the stuff I'm going to talk about next. And they're going to work this time. But anyways, so then what did I do also though with that is I concluded my before and after photos. And you guys, maybe this is the same for you too. This is something I would have never in a million years believed that I would have done. In the beginning of my challenge group, I was so embarrassed by those photos. When my coach asked me to turn them into the Beachbody Challenge group, as you guys probably do, he's like, you could win money. I was like, I'm not motivated by money. And I was like, I was like, you can pay me $1 million to send this photo out into cyberspace. My best friends were like, oh my God, Yuriko, did you do that on purpose? That is how bad these photos were. Okay. But yes, I did it. And why? Because now I'm all in, and now I need to inspire people. And how are you going to do that if you don't show them what you did, if you don't show them what is possible, right? Like, if you guys got my freebie from last time, you saw those pictures, so you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, so what happened? So this video, I did it on the 26th of May. It killed my next month. Okay. I had around 700 Facebook friends at this point, and it went totally viral. It had at least 1,100 views, not including the YouTube. That was just straight up on the Facebook. And so how does that translate into the next month? It translated to the tune of within 3 days, Success Club 12, 6 days, Success Club 20, 16 days, Success Club 36. I went on vacation, as I often do, and I finished the month at Success Club 42. So, you know how you talk about hitting Success Club 5 or helping your new coaches Success Club 5? Like, if you tell your new coaches to do this, they're going to blow that out of the water, and they'll probably hit Emerald and who knows, Diamond in their first month. I mean, just teach your new coaches to do this. And if you're not doing this, start doing this. And how can you just practically prime your month every month is if you schedule your challenge group for the 3rd week into the month, those first 2 weeks are going to be for getting challengers, and then you should prime the next month. Does that make sense? Like, you need to schedule to all this, okay? That was another tip. Here's another tip. Success leaves clues, right? So the very first 2 people I signed up, who has heard this before? Who has heard like that the Beachbody website sucks, or that it's kind of tricky, or it's kind of hard? And at this point, I didn't even know how to make direct links, right? I was new. I was a discount coach. And so, people were having trouble with this. They were having trouble signing up. So my friend wanted to sign up. It was the deadline date, like I said. So I just went to her house and I just helped her. I just helped her sign up right there on our computer. Light bulb moment. Totally something that helped. What I started to do in that month of June, it was small at first, and now, seriously, someone tells me they're interested, and I say, when can you meet? I just meet with them immediately. Because what do? When I meet with them in person, I talk to them about their goals, first and foremost. I answer all their questions about what a challenge group is and what it isn't. I watch videos with them live. I can't tell you how many times I've seen the infomercial for 21 Day Fix or PIO. Like, I've seen that thing a million times. I could probably say it, by memory. I give them samples of Shakeology. I do the vegan, so I give them a chocolate example and a tropical strawberry example, right? I give them choices. Now it's time to sign up. Well, you'll see coming up, but I did something that you'll all see that's about helping you kind of close the sale. But if you are doing these steps, you don't even need to close the sale. They are giving you their credit card, and they are now ready to sign up because you've done all these steps with them, right? So that's what I do. They're with me. I have my laptop. I sign them up. Take them through. We pick them thing. I show them all the things they're going to get. I explain to them about HD. I explain to them about Beachbody On Demand, everything. Okay? So they're getting all this. I put it all in. And FYI, when you do this in this way, you are performing a service. They are not going to be surprised by anything because you have gone through everything with them. Okay? No surprises. Who likes surprises? Nobody. So, okay, same thing with on the phone. Same thing. If they're far away, just do it on the phone. Everyone has a phone, right? Otherwise, you're not a Beachbody coach. And then also, okay, so I do that. Brain freeze. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I do all that stuff. I sign them up. Okay, so just do that. Oh, I know what it was. 2 things. Number 1, when someone is buying something, it is totally normal for them to give you their credit card information over the phone. They are buying something, right? I don't know if that's illegal with Beachbody. I hope it isn't, but that's what I do. Number 2, about that. Like, how many of you guys have challengers that are busy moms with little kids, and they can barely take a shower, let alone buy a challenge pack online, right? Well, I've had multiple friends say, can you just help me? Can you just do that for me? Can I just give you my information? Well, yes, I can. And I will. And I will help them do that. So just be helpful to people, you guys. And FYI, how many people have gone through the whole process online with someone and then you sent them the link and crickets? Nothing. Right? Maybe this would help. Maybe if you do this, you would take control. Maybe if you do this, then you would get a ton of points and you would just be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Come on, let's do this. Okay, next point. So do I make it sound like everything's so easy for me? Like everything always works out. Hello, this girl has been stood up before, okay? Made an appointment. I drove in traffic. I got up early. Yeah, totally stood up. And what did I do? Okay, and first of all, if you ever get stood up, if someone says something mean to you, if anything, hooray for you, because that means you are working. That means you are actually doing something. That means you're actually trying to help people. If you don't have any of those negative things happen to you, I'm sorry, but you're not putting yourself out there enough. Okay, anyways, So I was stood up this one time. I was waiting for this girl, and she stood me up. So what did I do? Did I just go home, feel sorry for myself? No, I did not. I went and parked myself with my cart with all my Beachbody stuff in it, and I parked myself next to the tennis courts because I had samples of Shakeology, and someone was going to try them. Someone was going to try them who had never had Shakeology before. I had just come back from Summit, and those words from, what's his name, DeWitt Jones, were in my head. Like, put yourself in the highest place of highest probability or whatever for success. And so I just parked myself there. I'm like, someone is going to ask me why I'm here with this huge cart, and someone is going to want to talk to me. Lo and behold, I was not there for too long, and a friend came over and was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, someone stood me up. And they were like, oh, I know why they did that. It's because you were meant to talk to me. She was like, I have wanted to talk to you, but I was kind of shy about it. And, I didn't feel that comfortable coming up to you. And why did she know this, FYI? Because when I am meeting with these people, I am doing it in public so other people can see me. Okay. So she knew, she had seen, and not only that, she'd seen all these people around me like losing weight, and I'm helping them, and blah, 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 and all this stuff. I had my first person lose 40 pounds and say that this week. And that was really exciting. Anyways, that's a side note. But so here is this person saying that to me. So what I do, same thing as I do with everyone else. And then FYI, this person is a connector. She makes sure that 3 of her friends join her in my challenge group as well. So do this, okay? Help yourself out. Put yourself in a place where you can actually meet people. To that end, one of the tips that I love that I heard on a Melanie Metro video once was, she's like, be a social butterfly. You guys, this girl is a total homebody. I love being in my pajamas. I love being at home. I love home, home, home. Let me tell you, now this girl loves to go to places where there'll be other people that I can meet and say hello to and meet and make new friends, okay? Because if you follow my social media, you will see I'm not that good. But I am good about going and meeting people and making new friends, okay? So I just go and make some new friends. And luckily for me, I have a very unique name. But it's hard for me to sometimes find people when I want to friend them on social media. So when I'm with them, just like I sign people up on the spot, I Facebook friend them on the spot. I say, oh, here, find me on Facebook. Okay, you added me, thanks. Now I'll friend you. You know what I mean? I just do that right there, right on the spot. Just add it quick. Because you guys, no matter what, you need more eyeballs on your stuff, right? We all know that. So when I first started as a coach, I was probably around 700 friends, and now I'm close to 1,200. And that's because of just adding people. Okay, so do that. Next thing. Okay, this may sound like a no-brainer, stupid suggestion to you guys, but use events. I learned this for the first time at Summit. I know it sounds stupid, but I wasn't invited to a challenge group that way, so I had never done that before. And if you didn't listen to our first call, go listen to Dawn's tips on how to invite people to a group using Facebook events, because she was way better than my Summit speakers at that topic. They're really good, but just not at that part of it. Okay, so the next thing. Okay. I love this next tip. And again, I am looking for teammates. If you want to kill it, let me tell you, you should be a leader. Lead a team cup team, be a leader in your team group, whatever. And why is that? Again, the Emily Robidas call says, speed of the leader equals speed of the pack. Let me tell you about how I started out the last team cup. I was an emerald coach, right? There was a diamond coach on my team, but I was an emerald, and I was a little bit anxious because I kind of put myself out there that I wanted to be the leader. So I did that, and I put the pressure on myself. Let me tell you, the first day of Team Cup, I had 3 people to meet that I was driving all over the peninsula. I had other people that were waiting to buy packs that were in my challenge group. So like they came on and they were waiting, and they signed up that day because they didn't live by me. Hold on just a second. I'm going to wipe my nose. Sorry. Anyways, and then so I did that. So what happened with that? That turned into the tune of 8 points the very first day. I had 24 points within the first 5 days. And hello, Andy, were you on the leaderboard that first week? That first 20? Oh, sorry. But anyway, just kidding. Okay, that's how we roll at New Wave. But anyways, and then it turned into 67 points for the month. But I'm just saying, if you get ready, if you put yourself out there as a leader, you are going to put that pressure on yourself to get it done, And my final tip, and then I'm going to wrap them all up with you, is surround yourself with people that push you to go higher and to make new goals and everything. I am so thankful that Andy remembered who I am from the training that we were in, because you guys, I joined New Wave for motivation. You know, I just wanted a little bit of motivation, and it's been amazing. I'm running my first sneak peek to coaching the group this week with these other girls, and it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this New Wave community. So I am so, so, so amazingly thankful for them. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly run through my tips one more time, just so you have them. Again, you're going to get this in the notes, and then I'm going to give you a strategy for Team Cup, and then we're going to keep on going with this call. So number 1, get rid of your limiting beliefs. Like, bye-bye limiting beliefs. I don't want you anymore. Okay. Number 2, use sale products and their deadlines to their advantage and to really help people get a good value, because everyone wants that. Number 3, use deadlines for challenge groups as a way to create a sense of urgency. Be product of the product. Literally, you guys, I didn't talk about this too much, but I wouldn't have gotten any of those points if I wasn't doing that. Number 5, be a social butterfly. Here's another quick tip with that one. When you add Facebook friends, especially if you add anyone in service industries like salespeople, that gave you a great deal on something, or like massage therapists or whoever, do a shout out and tag them in a post and add value to them. Be like, I love this person. They're great, or they're doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a good way to do it, because those people, hello, they work with other people, right? They're connected with other people. That's their job. Okay. Number 6, meet with people in person when possible and take control of the sign-up process. Maybe like those top coaches don't need to do that. But for the rest of us that are hustling, that would help. Okay, number 7, we're going to talk about this more later, but the go for no. I don't even want to know what I could have achieved if I had actually gone for no, because I am totally one of those people that if I'm not motivated, I stop, hit that goal, stop. I totally do that over and over again. So anyways, I'm so excited for this freemium that we have coming up for you. Anyways, number 8, clearly prime your month. Schedule those challenge groups 3 weeks out. Number 9, place yourself in the location for highest potential. Number 10, use Facebook events and use Dawn's method. Number 11, take a leadership role. You are a leader. I got to say, it's one of the things that really appealed to me about Beachbody coaching. Number 12, surround yourself with people that make you better. If you guys listened to that Melanie Mitro talk, and this one that she had on her Facebook feed, and she talked about how when she was just starting, she just had other people that she was just working with, and they were all just trying to make it. That's all of us. Who can't do that? Join our New Wave community. Be with people that want to share, that want to help. Okay, and this is my last strategy to success. And then I'm going to give you my Team Cup recommendation. This is my strategy. Like Deichler has a Deichler method, like I have my own. So my method is this: passion plus focus. Okay, passion. You can see I have passion. I hope you do too. Plus focus. What is that goal? What is that thing that you're striving for? Equals success. It works every time. It doesn't matter if it's Success Club points. It can happen for anything in your whole life. And now here's my strategy for you for Team Cup. Number 1, this is what I do. This one makes it a lot easier. Think about it in terms of people. Don't think about it in terms, like Christine said, the power of 1. Who are those people that you're going to help? Crystallize it down. The maximum you need is 18. Guys, you know 18 people. Everybody knows 18 people. If your life depended on it, you could find those 18 people. How much do you want this? That is the difference, okay? Make it smaller. Do the people. Okay, number 2. Today's Tuesday. You have from today until Sunday to prime. Prime it up, babies. You can do this. Schedule that challenge group. Start out 3 weeks into the month. And then also, like I know Christine said earlier, like my warm market was tapped. Like you would think with all my points that my warm market is tapped. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, no, it isn't. I'm coming after Andy with 100 names on a list, and I am ready to be priming with and everything. Think again when you think your warm market is tapped out. Keep looking in deeper. You know a lot more people than you think, okay? And then, okay, and I'm so excited about this because I love recognition. So if you are brave, and if you are with me, and if you call your shot that you're going to hit those 35 points, and then you hit them, and then you're on my team, and I'm going to help you. We are going to recognize you on our banner page in the New Wave community as having done that, having set that goal and having achieved that goal. Okay, so now I am so excited for all of you guys, because Dawn is totally going to help you take your business to the next level, hit those Team Cup goals with this awesome freemium that we have that is all around the Go for No. And thank you guys for listening. I hope this was helpful. It was my fear that everyone would drop off and no one would find this helpful, but I hope it was. So here is Dawn.
Okay. So I know you guys are ready to like love on Yuriko in the feed, but for like 2 seconds, I just need everybody to stop in the feed. And then you can, because I need to give you some information. They stopped. Okay. All right. So Yuriko did not say to take people's credit cards. We did not hear it. Okay. Can I get a thumbs up? We didn't hear her say that. We don't do that. So what we can do, because I know it's going to be a compliance issue if you do that, so don't do it. Okay, cool. Thumbs up. This is what you're going to do. Wait, stop. Do this. Stop. Okay. There's a couple FAQs that we have this Coach Mobile app. Okay. It's more than just giving somebody the link to your page. Basically, you're pre-ordering for them, and then it shows up in their email, and then they put in their credit card information. So you find out exactly what they want, you fill it in, and it shows up in their email. So it's like a super simple way to do it. And I'm going to give you 2 FAQs to check out through Beachbody. 37, hold on. 3726 3698. Okay. And those are some FAQs to check out. So we didn't say to get credit cards, just saying. All right, cool. Now that we're clear, now get back to loving on Yuriko. Okay, so you guys want some free stuff, right? Free stuff. Like you get a car and you get a car and everybody gets a car. All right, cool. So we're not going to give out cars, but we do want to help you guys have like the most amazing month ever. And so we keep mentioning this Go for No. And if you guys have not read Go for No, or it's been a while, do it. You can read it in a night. You can listen to it. I think it's like an hour and a half on Audible. But what we're going to do is, so Christine is the other half to my brain, but she's also the challenge group guru. So what we're doing for those 508 of you that have hung with us and are still on this call live, we've actually opened up a group on Facebook, and we're doing a 100 no challenge. Okay, guys, we are going to go for 100 no's. Like, we're so not just going for 35 points. We're going to keep going and going until like we get legit straight up somebody tells us no. Now, guess what? Within that, and we're going to talk a lot more about it once we're in that group, but in that, like, you could have the same person tell you no 5 times. Like, we don't necessarily need 100 different people telling you no, because we learned, especially on the first call, like, it takes 5 exposures usually. It usually takes somebody 5 no's before they finally say yes. So, guys, we're going to set that freemium up for you, but you need to know how to get to it, because it's only going to be live until midnight Eastern Standard Time. So midnight Eastern Standard Time, you have to be in that group or you're like locked out. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go to Facebook group. So it's facebook.com/groups/ and it's just going to be, I'm going to type it 100 NOS. That's what you're going to look for, 100 no's. And we're going to let you all in tonight up until midnight. Now, guys, this is not going to be one of those sit back groups. Like, you have to participate or we're pulling a Jim Rups on you and kicking you out. So, guys, get in that group. It's going to start on February 1st. So we're going to get you in that group, and then we're going to give you some information. But also within that group, we've got a couple freemiums as well that are not getting sent out to this entire group. So those of you that are afraid about inviting, those of you that are worried about objections, we've got you covered, and we're going to push you. We're going to push you past your comfort zone. We're going to push you to be like the best you possibly can be. And if you are afraid, this is your chance to step out. Because, dude, I'm not going to lie. Christine and I have been like, I don't want to ask people now. I got to save my 100 no's. I got to say, like, because we're like, we got to do it too, right? But no, we're gonna go. My favorite saying, and I got to stick it in, because when we meet, balls to the wall. We are going balls to the wall, and we're gonna do this month together. So anyway, that's that freemium for the live call. But Andy's got some great stuff for you that even your friends that didn't stay with us live, they'll be able to get to. But you want to hear his stuff because it's super exciting. So Andy, finish us out.
Awesome, you guys. Thank you for staying on this call. You guys came for the free stuff. Here's the thing we did. We outdid ourselves. Like last time, like we put all that together with 4 people in like 2 weeks. And this time we had a whole month, y'all. And we got a big idea. Like, we saw you're talented. Like, you guys are in the chat. You guys know. You guys have seen. If you're in that community, you've already seen like what other people can do. We're like, what if we just harness all of that? And like you saw me, like I get to teach what I'm passionate about. I'm really excited to do it. Yuriko, like she's successful. Like you guys can feel her passion when she talks, right? Like what if we just took everybody in the community and let them preach what they're passionate about? And we took Coach Basics 2.0, y'all. We did the new wave. We just like tidal waved it over. We did a complete makeover. And everybody is teaching what they're passionate about. It is loaded with freemiums, y'all. Like every day has like free giveaway, extra tips, like coaches have videos. It's something that we made as a community project, and it's open source. So it's something that all of you can have access to for all of your teams. You know, Yuriko, she talked about being a leader. This is your opportunity to be a leader. Like, yeah, you could throw your coaches into your upline coaches, like trainings and stuff like that. Or you could like lead them through and say, hey, here's the keys to the castle. Don like named it or whatever, and say, hey, like this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to lead you. I'm going to post it in my group, and you guys, we're going to do this together. So you can do it a couple ways. You can do it day 1 to day 2. You know what, honestly, when we put this group together, there were people who told us, you know what, we were going to quit, and then I found your training, and you gave me the strength to keep going. Like the 4 of us in this mastermind, we're just like, man, you know, we got to do something. And we wanted to have something for the people without the team too. So now you guys have that training. You guys have that. It's just freemiums everywhere. I can't wait. So you guys can find that on our website, newwavepowertalks.com. And then on the banner, there should be a button where you could download it and get your keys to the castle, get your keys to this training. Unbelievable stuff. And here's the other cool thing too. So on there, there's like sign up for the next Power Talks, right? So I want you guys all get your teams in on this. Tomorrow, I am going to send everybody an email out to the Facebook group. So it's not one of those things where you add your team in. Like this is only for subscribers. But I know last time it was only people who are live, but this time it's whoever believes in this mission, who's ever on our list. So if you want people in that Facebook group, get them on the list, sign up for the next Power Talk. Okay, they're going to get emailed a list. So check your emails tomorrow. Okay, so newwavepowertalks.com, you're going to find our freemiums there. There's going to be a link. Send your email where you're going to get the keys to the training. There's like 39 days of stuff there, y'all. I mean, this is something that like 50 people plus poured their heart and soul in to do it. So like we were able to do some amazing things as 4 of us. Like I can't wait to see as a community what we can do. And this is growing. Like what can we do next month? Like I don't even know. I just know that this is better. That we are fueled, we are stronger because of you guys. You guys fire us up. We are motivated and passionate to keep doing this because this is a good thing. You know, keep giving. Hashtag Carve My Wave on Facebook. Find the other wave carvers out there. Go reach it. Let's open up just for a little bit of Q&A. I know we went kind of long today, but I want to get all the rest of the panelists to unmute themselves. And if you guys want to ask some questions.
I totally, somebody asked in the Q&A section and I accidentally hit answer live. For the Facebook group, if you were in the Q&A section, it's facebook.com/groups/100knows.
So get in on that tonight.
Whoever that was that I missed, and yeah, you guys are in Fast and Furious. I'm approving like crazy right now.
Okay, can I answer one of the questions? It says tricks to adding people, I think, from Carrie. So one way that I add people, besides when I meet them in person, I always go if you have a lot of friends, it's going to take you a while. I haven't done this, but I go through my friends, and then I find people that I know that I didn't even realize. Like, is that a really obvious one? But totally works for me. So that's one of the way I add friends on Facebook. And And then also, like, if you've sent someone a request and they know you, but they forgot they know you, like when a common friend, a mutual friend of yours, like does this just happened to me yesterday, does like a post for like their kid's birthday. Well, I commented on it. And then that friend who had forgotten that we know each other from college, and then he's like, oh yeah, I know her. Then add a friend. You know what I'm saying? So if you interact with those people or around like the people that you guys are mutual friends with, that will help and they will add you too if you do that. So that was a question, I think.
Let's see what other questions we got.
Oh, Katie asked me, how much time per week do I spend on Beachbody, Yuriko, and do I have a full-time job? So I should have a full-time job. My other job and my other life is real estate with my family. But I've got to say, I'm not that passionate about that. So I do that when I need to. And I wish I timed how much time I spend with Beachbody. I spend a lot more time on it now that I'm in the New Wave Mastermind and doing stuff with these guys. But I wish I had a number for you. I really don't. So yes, I have another job, but I just, you know what I mean? I do things on call. Like I'm not real good yet at being consistent, at being this, being scheduled, being everything. But I just, I message people, they get back to me. I will say that like when I put out that video, I wasn't sleeping very much because I was working so hard on trying to be diligent on getting back to people. So that is key, guys. When someone reaches out to you, get back to them ASAP, like right away.
Hey, Andy, people are asking about getting added to the community.
Yeah.
That's being sent out?
They're going to be sent an email, so don't add your people. We're going to cross-reference with the list. We've been getting a lot of spammy stuff there, like people who are not Beachbody people trying to add there. So just as a thing, the community is really important for us. It's something as a mastermind we want to protect. This community is about giving, right? So there's loaded for free stuff. We just ask, that, hey, you come here to give too, you come here to share, like we're all giving our best stuff. We just don't want to lose control over that. So the way we're going to do is we're going to send an email out, and if you click the link, then we're just going to cross-reference, make sure that you're subscribed to the New Wave list, and then you're going to get in. So make sure your teams are on that list. But look for that tomorrow. So.
Yeah, so those of you that are sitting there waiting, we're not ignoring you. We just want to make sure that we can cross-reference that.
Sorry, I'm answering some questions in the feed. How do you?
Well, people are also, while you're reading that, they're asking about the first call. Guys, go to newwavepowertalks.com, and you're going to see the archived. So you'll be able to see the video, and then you'll also be able to opt into the freemiums from that first call. But make sure that you enter your email information. Like it doesn't just automatically come to you. Make sure you enter your email information, and if you have a Gmail account, it probably is going to go to your promotions folder. So make sure you're checking that out.
Okay, someone asked what that Shakeology cart thing that I mentioned was. It's just
Yeah.
parts. My husband got it for me at Costco. It's called the Chariot. I used it before for my tennis match stuff, and then I just started putting all my Beachbody stuff in it because I would literally like here are examples of different programs. Like I was totally that person. I don't do that as much anymore. Now I'm total bag lady. I have so much stuff because I got my laptop, I've got the Shakeology, I've got plastic cups, I've got all kinds of things. You know what I mean? But it's just a cart, full of stuff. So
Let's do like 2 more questions and we'll get out of here.
Someone asked that if you run a free group, how do you get people to order a challenge pack if you're running free groups? Well, there's 2 things I think you want to make sure you're doing. Number 1, you want to make sure you're not running too many free groups. Like your whole life can't be free groups because you're right. Then no one is going to order for you. But also number 2, even in your free groups, they don't have that nutrition and they don't have those awesome programs from like star celebrity Beachbody trainers. So you want to remember to add value to what you can give them. And you want to make sure that they know your challenge group is way better than your free group. Like your free group's cool, but your challenge group is better. Okay, so don't like overdo the free stuff. You want to give away free stuff, but you don't want to take away from what you offer as a coach. Does that make sense? Anyone else want to chime in? Okay.
that's a great point. I haven't run any free groups yet. I'm working on it. How do you? So one question was, how do you keep discount coaches to continue to buy Shakeology? They are on it for a few months. I think that, you've got to look at who you're inviting to be a discount coach and how did you get them ready to start. Like if you ran a challenge group that was longer and they really understand the value, you've shared a Shakeology story, they now have a Shakeology story, they understand it to that level. Like my group was not, was whatever, it was 12 weeks. It was a much longer time. So I was way more bought in. I think that you've got to look at that in terms of who are you signing on to be the discount coach, because if they have all of that, they're going to stay on longer if, you know what I mean? If they have that proper base to start, in my opinion.
So let's just recap the freemiums one more time. Facebook.com/groups/100 knows, the number 100 NOS. And then that's tonight. So that's like priority one, right? Like you don't want to miss out on that. That's going to help you rock Team Cup. You have a deadline tonight. Always just keep checking out our website, y'all. Like the mastermind, we just keep coming up with stuff to throw up there. We got like a free branding course up there now. We got our archives of our amazing power talks. Those are always going to live on. Those are always going to keep helping people. Like if you sign a coach this month, you want to help them run their first challenge group, go to newwavepowertalks.com. Have them watch our first webinar, how to run an amazing challenge group, and then run it with them, right? For Team Cup, if you're getting your team together, have them watch this webinar. It'll be live in a couple hours. That carving coaches training, y'all, I know maybe we didn't talk about it much, but it is amazing what people have done. So I can't wait for you to dig into that and then like start running through that and see all the nuggets and the passion that was put in there by our community. So thank you so much for coming tonight. The New Wave Mastermind, the fact that this even still happens really humbles us. That we had this idea, just wanting to help people, that we could do community over competition, and that you guys would get behind it with the force and the passion that you have it humbles us. It blows our way. We're gonna check out #CarveMyWave and see you guys, because we can't see you now. We just see a number, and then we log off. We see you guys and the impact that this community has for everybody, and it makes us want to keep going and keep doing better. We hope that you guys carve your own wave. Thank you so much for being part of this community. This is yours as much as it is ours. We're going to sign off. Stay tuned for something even more amazing next month. Go rock Team Cup, and we'll see you in that community. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.